Ready to get back into this puzzle? Well, we've got the outline.
We have the outline. We have some chunks.
We know that there's going to be a face.
Yeah.
Like this face over here, we can see the teeth, and we can see the hair, and we can see the shape of the head.
Oh yeah.
And we can see part of the person's shirt. So like this is a close-up of the person.
My brother wanted me to inform you that the title of the JPEG is motherspider.jpg.
Okay, what does that mean?
I don't know. There's a cafe over here.
Yeah, what?
There's
what
a
does he
sky
mean,
up
mother
here.
spider?
There's a face down here. There's like a brick sidewalk down here, and the title of this is Mother Spider. So what is this a picture of?
The puzzle is exactly as big as this table. I've got a bag full of sky. Ugh. Well, that can't be, even though that seems to fit, that cannot be possibly correct.
Why not?
Unless the person's hair goes, like, in a tight circle. Like.
Well, if the pattern doesn't match.
Yeah, the pattern doesn't match. Welcome to No One Can Know About This, a podcast where we play every Final Fantasy. I'm Jeff Ekman.
And I'm Ryan Kazmiski.
And here we go, Season 6, Episode 20.
Did you like that? I did that a little different this time. I said, I am Ryan Kazmiski.
It's a brand new way to introduce the show.
I didn't even back out either.
No, it was great.
Not like at the beginning of the season. Anyway, this is the big one.
Here we are. Welcome to the show, everybody. It's episode crazy.
It's episode crazy. In fact, we should stop numbering them and just put symbols next to them. And those will be the new numbers going forward.
Last week, what did we do?
We did this yesterday. We edited this yesterday, and I'm already like, what happened? Nothing of importance. A bunch of. Oh, we went to Balam
the
for
big
no.
chop.
Yeah, we did the chop in Balam.
That's it.
One of the high points of the game.
Yeah.
This sort of like unimportant nothing part, but like just really well done.
And so now the plan is to go to Trabia Garden, which is where we had gone before, because Selphie showed up and was like, I'm sorry, if it's not too much trouble.
Yeah, Senpai Squall, I don't even know if that's the right use of that word. I mean, the context of our visit to Trabia now is even weirder, because the rest of us have been there and haven't told her it's all fucked up.
Right.
And we're just like, oh, yeah, sure, we can head over there.
And so we're going to head to Trabia Garden this week.
We can go back, to there for the first time.
We're going to get a flashback.
All of the backstory that they've been not alluding to basically at all, other than 2 short cutscenes where Squall goes, sis, big sis, meh.
A big chunk of the portrait is about to come into place. We're gonna put the puzzle pieces down and go, oh my god.
Like, in a way where it's like, we didn't even realize there was a big chunk missing.
Yeah.
And then they drop it in, and you're
like,
why?
it's more missing now.
Now it makes less sense. What are you talking about?
So let's get into it. Where we're gonna start is, we're in Sid's office, and there was a kid who wanted to play cards. We're gonna take him on.
And then some things are gonna start happening with the rules.
Yeah, we're gonna get into some of the card rules as well this week. So a lot of bullshit. Let's go. Oh, I really wanted to challenge Headmaster Sid. So we're in Sid's office, and we go and talk to a little kid who's standing in here, and he's like, Sid apparently is a big card player. And we're like, what?
Yeah.
What?
That's news to us.
Wait a minute. What? Hold on. I'm gonna get out and then save.
Oh, go save and then fuck this kid up with cards.
This guy wanted to challenge Master Sid, but what he didn't know is that Master Sid doesn't fucking play cards. Elemental rule just spread throughout the region because we taught this kid a new rule by playing with him since we went.
That's too bad.
No, it's good. It's more fun.
Yeah, no.
Here, do you want to play?
Sure.
The place we're supposed to go is to the blown up school.
Right, we're going to Trivia.
We're supposed to take Selphie with us.
So we get Selphie in the party, and
We head off to Trabia.
the ice continent.
Yeah, it's right there. You're like right next to it.
Oh, there you are. So we walk up to Trabia, which if you don't remember is the garden that was destroyed by missiles, and Selphie steps out. No! They destroyed it all!
A direct hit?
Nobody had turned up the error.
Yeah, they had it to that point.
This is terrible.
I'm going in. Be careful. We should go with her. Dude.
Why are we not accompanying her into the trivia?
Dude, come on.
Selphie starts climbing up like a mesh wall to enter Trabia. We can follow her.
Yeah, we end up following her. I don't know what I was thinking.
Alright, good. I was like, oh man, it's all fucked.
It was a direct hit, man. Yeah, the streets of Trabia are like cracked open concrete.
And the whatever structure of the main garden is like collapsed on itself. We don't go inside. We can just sort of walk around the outskirts of it.
Wow. Hey, not everyone's dead.
So there are some survivors milling about the wreckage. There's like a big fountain in the middle that's been sort of destroyed. This whole garden looks like it was way more of a traditional sort of like campus than a contained mall area.
Do you think this was going to be able to like lift off and drive around?
I would imagine
Is there machinery underneath this?
But we don't get to see enough of it to know.
No.
Anyway, we find Selphie, who tells us that we should go wait for her at a spot till later.
There should be a basketball court in the back. Wait for me there, okay?
Also, Selphie's reaction to this whole thing is very casual.
You're right.
It's as though we're just visiting her campus. It's not written like, oh my god,
All
there's
my
a
friends are
makeshift
dead.
graveyard over here. Almost everyone is dead. My home for my whole life is destroyed.
I want to go catch up with some of my friends.
Okay. So instead of going to the basketball court in the back, we're going to walk around and talk to everybody in town, some of whom are talking about optional bosses and cards. That Tonberry King. Take this GF summoning.
There's like an injured person laying on a mat, babbling incoherently.
Buzz.
Tonberry King?
Where's
the Tonberry King? Where is the Tonberry King?
Should I play this person?
When did we save?
Playing room.
Wow. Random. Elemental.
Should I go save?
Yes.
So yeah, one of the rules in the card games here in Trabia is something called random.
They got a whole slew of rules in Trabia.
We're gonna go save real quick.
Random might mean that you draw random cards from your deck to play with.
Whoa, that would fuck me up. But the game won't let us leave Trabia.
Yeah, we can't go onto the world map to save.
Twistus is like, what are you doing? You're gonna leave Selphie?
No, I'm gonna save.
Oh my god,
There's gotta be a save point in here somewhere.
Game.
Selphie's back. I hung out there a bit. Selphie just seems to give us a burst of energy, doesn't she? Yeah, I wish she were the main character.
The day of the missile attack, me and her were sitting next to each other in class. Calling her Twisted Fate or whatever. We've been going out since then.
The theme is love.
How many dead bodies should be lining the streets?
Well, they said they took the injured away, so I'm sure they carried out the dead, too.
Please donate to the Trabia Garden Fund. Trabia Garden crumbled to ruins overnight. Wouldn't you like to help rebuild a wonderful academy?
Save the clock tower!
Just whatever you can is fine. See, Squall is changing. Now I can say good luck instead of only life isn't that easy or whatever.
What is life isn't that... What do either of these mean?
I think life isn't that easy is like, I'm not... Charity is like a way to, you know...
Or it could
lazy.
be like, well, life isn't easy, so say good luck. Thanks a lot. Yeah, we gave her something, okay.
So we make our way back to the basketball court where Selphie told us to meet her. And on the way, there's like a kid who's like lost his ball. I mean, it's pretty dire here at Trabia Garden.
The ball rolled under there. That's the last ball. Oh no. Oh, we made it to the basketball court.
And so we come to the basketball court.
The basketball court of destiny.
The land of cutscene.
You know, I can't think of a more appropriate place for the more important cutscene in the game to go down
than a cracked
basketball court at a location we've never been to and will never come back to again.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
So Selphie walks up.
Thanks so much for coming all the way out here, everyone. Take me with you when you fight the sorceress, okay? I want to get even. I want my revenge.
And she says sweetly.
So we assure Selphie she's still on the team. Yeah. Everyone's gonna get a little reflective here.
Yeah, we're all standing on the basketball court.
And Renoa out of nowhere is like, you know, guys, maybe we don't have to fight. Maybe I don't have to do this violent thing with you. And so that leads Squall down a inner monologue of like, what's everyone at? What's going on? Who are we?
But
No one's doing anything. They're all scared, uneasy. All they do is complain. They just pretend to be thinking. I grew up in a garden. I'm a seed. Do you understand?
This is all happening in his head.
Yeah, he's sitting around going like, Renoa, I know you want peace, but also you must understand my nature is fighter guy. I'm a fighter man, but it's not who I wanted to be, but I am that man. And you are Renoa, and I am fighter man. Do you understand me? Do you understand the world we're in? Everybody is scared. I'm not scared. I am scared, though.
And they're like, he's doing it again. He's staring off into space.
I'm fighter man.
He is just being silent and walking around and glaring at them.
Squall, you have to voice your feelings or else I won't understand. I'm not a mind reader, Squall.
It's like 4 discs for him to voice his feelings. Anyway.
You were part of a resistance movement in Timber, right? Unlike others who were all taught, you took your weapons and fought. And now you're saying all this? What happened to you?
I got blood on my hands.
So in this scene, everyone is suddenly getting very reflective and talking vaguely because the writers are trying to make a very hard left turn into what's about to come. But like this is all softening us up for like a fucking like just crazy change.
I guess I'm getting scared. Sometimes when I'm with all of you, I feel like we're on the same wavelength, you know? But when the battles start happening, it's different. Everyone's tempo seems to pick up and I get left behind. They try to catch up, but
No, you don't. You're a badass.
Yeah. You're
There's
not
no
even that
use.
underleveled.
So a couple times earlier, they like hit this note that like Renoa's not a trained mercenary,
Right.
But then she's just fighting alongside you and is up to par.
In
and here they
effect,
like
yeah.
really hit it, where she's like, "And I feel so left out, even though I'm in the same party with you guys and doing the same magic."
She's got imposter syndrome.
Yeah, which I'm being a little nitpicky here. All games have some cognitive dissonance
In that way, yeah.
But it's just funny to me.
how far is everyone going? I can't hear anyone.
What?
Once I catch up, I wonder, is everyone safe? Will they welcome me with open arms?
I can't take all this angst.
Is everyone okay? Will we all make it back together? After high school, will we still be best friends? When I start thinking like that,
Renoa, I understand. Someone might not be there. Someone you love may disappear before your very eyes.
And then Irvine, sensing his moment, steps in.
It's tough when you live your life thinking that way. But that's why I fight.
And this is very, like, I feel like the writers are, like, putting their belly up to the bar and going, well, here it goes.
We're about to take a shot.
Renoa's said her piece. We've done all we can. Let's try this.
Picks up the basketball.
When I was a little kid, I was about 4 or so. I was in an orphanage.
And so Irvine begins the most crazy story of all time, and he does it with this amazing dramatic flair where he picks up a basketball off the court.
Yeah, he goes up for a free throw and just misses.
Right as he's like, I was in an orphanage growing up.
Oh my god.
He misses the shot.
Plenty of kids, all with no parents.
And as he starts talking, we go into his mind palace.
Yep.
And we see his childhood orphanage where he and another little kid are sitting there, and adult him is standing there as a phantom remembering.
It's like an old stone room that he's standing in, and yeah, he's like a ghost walking around his memory.
It was around the end of the Sorceress War.
Just George Bush talking about Sorcerer's War.
Sorceress War. Anyway, there I was. And out of all the kids there, one was very special to me.
Was it?
Irvy, wanna play? I really liked this girl, and it made me so happy just talking to her. Selphie? What you playing? Oh, wait, Selphie and Irvine?
Yeah, little kid Selphie and little kid Irvine are hanging out in the stone room talking to each other.
And all the little kids talk like this, and they go, Seffy, what's a blah 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 blah?
It's all written in child.
Every single kid has a wisp.
Is that Irvine then?
Yeah.
Saying Selphie, what you're playing? Okay.
Yeah, they're in the orphanage.
Right.
And he's remembering in his mind palace.
Yes.
War!
In his mind castle. So I guess Irvine, when talking about this, Selphie is like back on the basketball court in the future, is like, wait, was it a stone room?
She's like, oh my god, we knew each other as kids. I'm remembering.
was that orphanage a stone house?
Yeah, I'm talking about you.
You guessed it.
An old house made of stone? By the ocean?
You guessed it.
Oh god.
I knew right away when we first met.
Yes, why didn't you tell us?
Because you two seem to have forgotten.
Questus was there too.
It just kind of sucked that I was the only one who remembered. Spunky little Selphie, bossy little Quisty. What the fuck? That is just so weird.
Yeah, you said it, Selphie. So Quistus was there too.
Everyone is like, oh, a house by the ocean?
And Irvine is basically saying, and we're going to get into this later more, but he says, when I first saw you guys, I thought it was awkward that you didn't remember the thing that I'm remembering.
And he's like, and so I just didn't bring it up at all.
Until now.
The fact that the two of you, for the time being, grew up with me.
Huh? And then out walks Child Zell as well.
Oh my god.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
What?
I was like, as soon as you said you guessed it, I was like, they're all from this fucking
Wait a
orphanage.
minute. No.
They're all from this goddamn
What?
orphanage.
Wait a minute, and none of them knew that?
Hey, you guys remember setting off fireworks?
That was this way. What? You gotta be kidding me.
And like within seconds, all of them are like, oh yeah, I totally remember.
Oh, it was, yeah.
Like all it took was just a slight
All it
hint,
took was him saying that he went to an orphanage.
and they
were like,
suddenly
Stonehouse.
are flooded. My god.
What? A ghost of Squall is now walking around in his memory palace?
Wait a minute, if all of them were here as kids?
Wait, can I affect the past?
I mean, can we get items in the memory palace?
That's what I want to find out.
Yeah, it doesn't
We
seem
play cards
like
with
it.
people in the memory palace. And the cards are real. So Ghost Squall walks into the room next door and sees Child Squall waiting there.
What the fuck?
What? See? That's me. Matwin, Sis isn't here. Where's Sis? What?
Oh my god.
The little baby squall disappeared.
I feel like we're in the 6th season of an anime that was just okay to begin with, and now it's like, you gotta be kidding me. What now? How many sharks are you gonna jump over?
Yeah, well...
All of them? Okay, so everyone was at this orphanage. Is fucking Laguna here too? Sis, where'd you go? You don't like me anymore?
What a
Shameful sight.
I was such an idiot
I was
child.
such an idiot when I was a kid.
So we walk outside of the orphanage, and it's kind of on a beach, and there's like a lighthouse in the distance.
The ocean, the lighthouse. We did set off fireworks. If you suddenly, collectively all remembered that you hung out as kids, you
That
would
would
feel
be-
like you were losing your
Yeah, because
mind.
you had just spent years together.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't
They
just meet.
joined this place when they
They-
were 15.
Yeah.
How would they not remember this?
Is this like a suppressed memory?
Or there's some kind of magic shit going on.
Yo!
Kids aren't supposed to play with fireworks.
Shut up, Zell.
I'm gonna tell on you.
You won't be cool, Zell.
Cry, baby Zell. Go back to bed. If I remember this, does that mean I was there too? We all got in big trouble.
Then what about my parents in Balam?
Yeah, what? You have parents.
Yeah, wait, what?
The dinks in Balam must have adopted you.
Okay.
Yep, that's probably it.
What? And then wiped your memory?
Orphans are no good if they know they're an orphan. I've got to wipe this memory. Yo, come on, stop it, Matwin. Matwin?
What is Matwin? Everyone's talking about Matwin.
Yeah, all the kids are like referring to and talking to some person.
Matwin?
Matwin.
Have we met Matwin?
Well, are they saying it like they're child?
Yeah,
Like,
but what would Matwin be?
I'm trying to figure that
Matt?
out. There's a place called Winsome.
Did they mistranslate and they mean Malton? Like Martin? Matwin? I don't know.
I don't know who Matwin is.
Who's that?
Nah.
Stop teasing me, Cypher.
Yeah, of course. It's
Okay,
Cypher.
little Cypher. Jesus
Little Cypher was
Christ,
here
this is
too.
stupid. Keep going. Oh my goodness.
Make this stop. Go on.
I gotta know what this stupid story. This has become so mind-meltingly infantile that, like, I'm blown away.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Cypher, my arch enemy.
Wow.
He was there too.
Were Raijin and Fujin there? Where are they?
The Final Fantasy series has so much, like, and then the story's fucking crazy, man. And, like, 7 gets, like, some of that stink on it, but it was so coherent.
I haven't played one that's like this before. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, of all the ones we've played, we have not played one that even approaches this. Like, what is happening? Okay, so hold on. When Irvine met us, when he first joined the mission, he walked up and was like, holy shit, it's literally everyone from my orphanage. And just didn't say anything. Didn't say anything until now.
Well, no, because he was saying, like, he remembers the orphanage and he remembers a bunch of other kids, one of which he really cared about named Selphie.
What inspired him in this moment? To casually be like, you know,
As he takes a shot at basketball.
He's like, you know, I once was afraid of losing someone too, and then that someone came back into my life, and she's backstage
And
right
she's
now.
here.
Like what?
That really is, it's like, and her life was ruined to here in this location.
He's the only one who
I don't
remembers
know.
this, and he's just jogging our memory now. When he met us, he didn't go like, whoa, long time no see! And we weren't like, what are you talking about? He didn't say anything like, been a long time, guys.
Yeah, he didn't. No, he... If you guys remember when that happens and he shows up in the beginning of the game, our reaction and voiceover was like, how do we talk about this?
Yeah.
This is maddening. He's not doing anything that should happen based on the shit we learn later.
Knowing this information, the whole first half of this game is like you're biting your lip with rage, just going like, why is it like this?
It's not more satisfying the second time.
No.
It's more upsetting.
It's way less satisfying.
Are we remembering this together and we just like each remember to...
Yeah, no, it's
We
like he
didn't
mentioned
know
the
that each
orphanage,
other
and
was-
everyone went, wait a minute, this is crazy town. This is pure insanity.
Cypher was always Cypher.
Irvine, sorry, don't remember you. Quistis, I think you were difficult to deal with. Selphie, always full of energy. Zell, always crying and screaming.
Like a fucking baby. What?
Oh my god, this is amazing.
This is really delightful.
Like, what on earth? Except for Renoa, we were all there.
Hey,
Renoa
that
was
means-
just like, guys, I feel really left out, and I love you all, though.
Yeah,
And he was
what?
like, you ready to feel more left out, bitch?
Renoa just witnessed the most insane thing I've ever heard of. I can't imagine witnessing this happening.
No.
Like, people you've known for months suddenly
All
are like, wait a
realizing-
minute, we all knew each other as children. And not being freaked out at all. Like, everyone's just kind of like, huh, yeah, that's weird.
I'd be like, oh my god, I need new friends. What's happening?
Yeah, I was there too. I was always waiting for my sis to come back.
So now Squall finally admits that he was also a part of the orphanage scene. And we see the flashback that we had seen a few times in this game of young Squall standing in the rain asking where is his sis.
Which would imply that whenever he's remembering this, he has no fucking idea what it means at all.
He just is like, I remember being in the rain saying sis. No context. Like, I'd be like, what did that mean? Not like, oh, my memory. Like, I'm like, huh?
I'm all alone.
Is his sis Renoa?
No, I bet his sister died, you know? Like, I don't know.
But I'm doing my best.
Maybe his sister is Renoa? It can't be, because they hug.
Yeah, hugs are not for siblings. Come on.
The theme is love.
Maybe it's
Sister,
brother and
brother
sister
love?
love. Maybe it's not a romantic love with them. Does she know that she's his sister and that's why she's like trying to get to know him and care about him?
I don't think they're brother and sister. I don't think so.
Okay.
They could be.
I don't
They
know.
could be.
In Star Wars, he kissed his sister.
That's true.
Also, I'm like embarrassed at my past self that I'm not able to guess who his sis is.
Yeah.
Her name's
Oh,
Elone. is his sister.
Alone is his sister. That's right. Big Sis is alone. Okay, so which we had
Alone.
suggested at one point that might be the case.
Fuck.
And she has the ability to have people relive other people's memories.
Why
like
did he
their
forget
uncle?
who she was? Alone was Sis. She was a bit older than us, and we all used to call her Sis. It might not even be his real sister.
It might not be his sister.
It could just be someone at the orphanage who, like, took care of them. Quistis, Zell, Selphie, Irvine, Cypher, Alone, and myself. I'm not sure what the meaning behind all this is, but we were definitely together.
There's definitely some kind of significance
Oh my
to it.
God.
You mean Sis is alone?
She's the one that takes us back to Laguna's period. She said she wanted to change the past. I don't know why. There can only be one reason for that. There can be a lot of reasons for that.
She must not be happy with the
Oh,
present.
okay, well, in a broad way, yeah.
If that's the case, I'm definitely up for helping her.
She's part of our orphanage gang.
Yeah, you know, we all gotta have each other's back.
Why was this backloaded into the middle of the story? What?
You didn't even remember who she was.
No, something happened to them that made them forget. That's the only way.
Right?
I love coming up with ideas, like whenever I'm watching a movie or game and the plot sucks, that would like fix it or make it better.
Right.
But I like can't even come up with anything for this because
Where do you start?
Literally every idea is better than this. And like I don't even know how I don't know how they came up with this. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Pretty scary. Forgotten all these
Okay,
things.
yeah, they're all freaked out. Okay, good. They're not.
Okay, good. Thank you, Quistis, for grounding this.
So Mom and Pa aren't my real parents. Yeah, that's a lot to deal with.
Yeah, Giselle.
I wonder where the orphanage is. So Sis was alone, eh? Why does he remember
all in our
everything?
own memory palace still right now?
Yeah, we're just remembering.
Yeah, just to be totally clear, everybody is in their memory palace, which right now they're on the beach outside their orphanage, which has a lighthouse in the background.
Yeah.
Everyone was fond of Sis. You, Squall, you kept hogging her for yourself. Yeah,
You sure have a good memory.
Yeah, seriously, why did you remember all this?
This is really strange. I don't think I was adopted because of the way I am. What does that mean?
He's like, nobody would adopt me because I'm a fucking dick.
Oh, okay. Probably the same as Cypher, too. You two must have been in Garden by the age of 5 or so. What? Squall is saying, me and Cypher were such shitty kids that nobody adopted us. So by the time we reached the ripe old age of 5 and no one had adopted us, we went to Garden. Are there people at Garden who were adopting
No,
kids?
there's kids at Garden, and we've always been like, who's sending them here? Are they orphans? Do their parents bring them? Like, what's the deal?
So people are adopting kids at Garden
To make them into soldiers or
and
mercenaries.
were we maybe adopted like a year ago because we're such a shit that nobody wanted us?
No, I think he's saying when we were little kids, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Hold on.
So Squall stands off to the side and he's like, wait a minute, hang on, let me break this down. I don't understand this.
Yeah, he's like, Cypher never talked about it either. And nothing about this has ever crossed my mind when I see him either. Don't you find that odd? Yes.
Yes, I find it very odd.
It's really fucking weird that he can see other people from that time and not have his memory jogged, but somebody says the word orphanage.
And it all floods back.
It is strange. In my case, I had loads and loads of fun after going to Trabia. That's probably why I forgot all about my childhood. That's what I think. I don't think so. I was about to theorize that all the ones at Balam forgot because something happened to them, but she was at Trabia. So why did Irvine remember? But I don't know what's up with you guys. It's so odd that you would forget.
Uh-huh.
Because we had no fun at Balam?
I remember. Yes, I remember now. Things didn't work out too well at my new home. So I came to Garden at the age of 10. Well, that sounds dark.
Yeah.
That was when I first noticed Cypher and Squall.
So Cypher, I think there was a mistranslation. I think they were saying that Cypher and Squall probably ended up there when they were really young.
Cypher and Squall were always fighting.
Yeah, Questus always used to break us up.
Yes, that's right. Cypher was a kid who always needed to be the center of attention. but Squall always used to ignore him. But eventually they would end up fighting. Squall would have easily walked away from it, but always took up the challenge. He should have just ignored him, but Squall, almost in tears, would say, I gotta do my best myself, or else I won't be able to see Sis.
Hang on. 10 minutes ago, Quistis's memory was jogged that any of this happened, and now she's going like, and you used to say, direct quote, this all the time. Like, she remembers every fucking detail.
I guess what I was trying to take Alone's place. But Alone was at the garden the whole time? We ran into her in the library, and she was also there?
No.
Why hasn't she been, like, a part of this?
Oh, you know what? At the very beginning, we thought it was Renoa watching us through the window.
Maybe
it was
Alone.
Alone. She had the fucking, like, sweater thing on her arms.
Okay, so it was Alone.
It was Alone who was there making sure we were okay. What the fuck is happening in this game?
But we're gonna hug Renoa.
We're gonna hug Renoa.
Okay.
We saw it at the beginning.
I tried, but to no avail. That's probably it. Even after becoming an instructor, I couldn't stop thinking about Squall. I thought it was love. I had to hide my feelings because I was an instructor. I kind of vibed that at the very beginning of the
Well, yeah,
game.
that's what I was like, why can't Quistis be the one we hug? She's
But
way
I come to
cooler.
realize it wasn't love. It was my childhood feelings as a big sister that lingered.
The heavy lifting this line here is suddenly doing
like
to
a
hand
fucking
wave
forklift.
like the love plot they set up at the very beginning between Quistis and Squall.
Yeah.
Like, at the very beginning, they clearly were like, Quistis is into Squall, and we're
Right.
gonna play with that love triangle
And the
a little
reason
bit like
is
we
she
did in
saw
7.
him as like a little brother.
But now they're going
those
like, well,
feelings
that
were
one
love.
scene we had actually was just because I tried to be your big sis but couldn't, and then I got confused when I forgot. Let's never
It's
talk
certainly
about
not
it
that I
again.
just thought you were hot.
Yeah, let's just drop that whole plot because we didn't write anything to follow up with it later.
I think all these
Wow.
people just need to fuck right now and get it over with.
Oh, well.
See how they really feel.
I mean, I can't believe they haven't been fucking.
I know, right? They
That's
live in
right.
the same building.
I
And they're all
misunderstood
17
love.
and 18.
Actually, I had completely given up on when Renoa came into the picture.
She'd given up. When Renoa came into the picture, she gave
like,
up on her
well, as
love for
soon as-
Squall, but now she knows it wasn't love at all.
As soon as I saw Renoa, I was like, I have no shot.
Hey, it must be the same for Cypher. I'm sure Cypher has forgotten his childhood too. But whenever he sees Squall, his inner feelings start to boil. Is this why he's always picking fights with Squall?
This theory that, like, their emotions were being affected by memories they don't have is so stupid.
It's
like,
not, like, why are they tripping over themselves to explain why Squall and Cypher don't get along? They're like, they never got along. They
Yeah.
still don't get
And
along.
so for some reason, when they see each other, they get mad
don't get
because
along.
they didn't get along. Fuck.
Yeah, the reason they don't get along is they used to not get along.
Why is it that we forgot?
We grew up together as kids. How is that possible? How about this? The price we paid for using the GF.
And so Irvine's like, how about this? As an idea.
He does it in the same way that I bet the writers in the room at like 4 a.m.
they
as
were
they're
well,
like, how do we
about
fix this
Uh,
shit? How about this? How about this?
Maybe it's the GF.
The
somehow?
GFs did it. The GFs did it.
Well, because if you all remember, there was a line in the game in the very beginning in the school where somebody was like, there's some controversy about GFs.
Don't listen to the anti-GF propaganda, of which we have encountered zero.
And now he's like, what if they're right?
Yeah, what if those people that don't exist are right?
The GF provides us its power, but the GF makes its own place inside our brain.
Okay. So you're saying that the area is where our memories are stored?
What are you basing this on, Irvine?
No, that's just a rumor the GF critics are spreading.
Oh, so he's heard this, like, in the...
The GF
Papers.
critics?
Well, you remember there was a guy at the beginning, some random dude who was like, people are gonna, like, criticize you for using the GF, but don't listen to him.
I barely remember that. And there's nobody else who has a problem
keep
with
relying
it.
on the GF, we won't be able to remember a lot of things.
So we can tell you right now, this is the explanation the game is going with. They've brought up a couple
Yeah.
of ideas, but this is the one.
This is what they decided on.
And there are many issues with this idea, not the least of which is that Squall had not junctioned a single GF to himself until the beginning of this
the
game.
first thing you do is Quistis is like, let me teach you about GF.
This is how they get junctioned to you and what happens.
Which, if we're going with, yes, that was the first time he ever junctioned anything, that means that was the moment both of them forgot all of this.
They knew it before that. Irvine's been using GFs for a while now.
Yeah, and he hasn't
came a little bit later into the story,
Yeah.
but even if he remembered it
As
then,
soon as
if
he showed up, where we were like, here's 5 girlfriends.
yeah, and he was like, he should have been like, and memory gone.
Yeah.
But no,
Nope.
he's still got it.
You can remember everything after you went to Garden. I mean, like, what?
How funny would it be if that whole thing about Squall delivering his report is like, Sid knows, like, he's not going to remember it because he's using GFs during all this time.
Every single day, Squall comes up. He's like, I have to give you my report. And Sid's like, it's fine, Squall. It's fine. He's like, I've heard it.
51st report.
There's no way Headmaster Sid would allow such a dangerous thing. I think you gotta... Headmaster Sid has some splaining to do.
And how is it that I remember?
Yeah, what? He remembers everything. He uses
Well, everyone
GF.
else has forgot. You do it.
In my case, I hadn't junctioned to GF until recently. That's why I remember a lot more than you guys. Oh my god.
Wait.
How about you, Selphie?
So wait, we started forgetting when we started junctioning GF? That
That
happened
at the beginning of the
at
game.
yeah, like we've been hanging out at school for fucking ever.
Maybe we've used GFs all throughout being at Balam, and
But didn't this fucker do that at the other garden?
he's saying he didn't.
Good God. How about you, Selphie? Your first experience with the
I
GF
feel like
was
we're
when you
playing
came
a
to Valve
fan
Garden,
fiction for an
right?
anime that I never watched.
Selphie, talk to me. Don't dance like that.
I have a confession to make.
So now Selphie's gonna tell a story.
I don't even remember what this is about. What's about to happen? Are we going to meet Matewin?
She's gonna tell a story about how when she was 12 years old, she started using GF.
Oh,
And so
right.
her memory's extra fucked.
We're all hearing her tell this story while we're remembering standing in the orphanage. Like, we're all remembering the orphanage while she remembers being at Trabia.
When I was 12, I went on an outdoor training session. I found a GF inside of one of the monsters I defeated. I junctioned that GF for a while, so I have experience with GF too. Okay, so
And
she
GF
used
is
it.
like amnesia juice?
Well, the GF has to live in your brain somewhere, Jeff.
And it takes up the space of the memories.
Specifically from your childhood when you were at the orphanage. It's not like, oh, my memory just sucks and I'm all fucked up because of GF. It's like,
Is that like intentional on Sid's part, like with these kids to erase our memories and give us powers and turn us into
dude,
super
I
people?
don't know. But it's really weird. I can't remember the name of that GF.
It must be the GF's fault. What should we do?
GFs that are making you forget that you junctioned GFs.
That's pretty clever of them.
Well, we're not gonna fucking stop using GFs.
Nothing. What do you mean nothing?
So what do you want to do? You want to stop using GF now? As long as we continue fighting, we're indebted to the powers of the GF.
Like we're dependent on oil.
And as soon as we jogged each other's memories, we remembered.
If there's a price I have to pay. Yeah, you're right. Like it's not. Yeah.
Do you think when we did that, it was like, oh, I gotta move out of this spot, and then it's like, I can't remember last week. Like,
I love that idea. Yeah, like the GF is evicted from that part of your brain because that memory got jogged, and it's like, oh shit, where else can I move? And then yeah, like you
You
forgot
forget
last week.
some other chunk.
And the GF is like moved into a new spot. in
but
the brain.
also, we're just loading up on GFs. We're just like, give me 5 of them.
Yeah.
Like, if there's
Alright.
a price I have to pay for that, I'll gladly pay it. Hey, I know. Let's all keep a diary. That way, we'll always have something to remind us. Pretty sure this is how Frankie Muniz lives.
And yeah, here Selphie says again, let's all start a diary so we don't forget shit.
She very cheerfully is like, have you guys seen Memento?
Yeah, I don't care if I forget about my childhood when Cypher used to pick on me. What's important to me now is having the power to protect my parents and Balam.
It's not fucking Eternal Sunshine, Zell.
Well, also, the end of that movie, it's bad to forget. It's not
Exactly,
good.
that's the point.
And just like the dreams, just like everything else in this game, the writers have given the characters a problem, which they have no choice but to be like, well, that sucks, moving on.
Yeah.
I mean, I would worry that you're gonna forget your parent. Wait, God.
They're headed for an early and tragic and horrible death.
Yeah, like
Alzheimer's at the age of 25.
You're talking about taking on dementia purposely.
Renoa must be hearing this going like, but wait a minute, you guys said GFs were safe. Am I going to be safe? Do I remember who I am? What's like?
I'm a princess.
I would be so... It's like you just handed her acid or something, and then everyone who took it went, oh, this is the bad acid.
Yeah, they are. They're gonna do it.
Because you're like, I got bullied a little bit as a kid. So you know what?
Well, also at this point, what choice do they have? They're the only ones who can stop the sorcerer from destroying the world.
Hey, do you all remember Matron?
Matron.
No.
That's what they've been saying.
Oh,
Matron.
Matron. Yeah.
And the conversation comes back to Matwin, which is matron.
Yeah, everyone's like, hey, you guys just vaguely remember that one other giant revelation?
She was always wearing black. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me.
No! What is the meaning of this?
Well, the sorceress must have blanked our memories or something.
No! No! I gotta go to the bathroom. Hold on.
If you haven't picked up on it, the matron's the sorceress.
Yeah, she hasn't walked out or been revealed, but as soon as they were like, oh yeah, she wore all black,
We're like,
threw
no.
a fit.
You start slamming your fist on the table.
That means that she and Sid...
She was like, hey, you know what would be fucking tight? I've got these orphans. What if we turned them into mercenaries at a garden?
And then Sid became obsessed with the idea of the garden and made it a reality. And he got Master Nord involved financially. Very kind, long black hair. Yes, I really
Okay, so
admire
she's
her.
like pre-crazy looking.
Yeah, the sorceress doesn't really look like the sorceress yet. She's just a long black-haired woman.
I mean, she looks a little different. She's wearing different clothes and doesn't have a hat, but they're like remembering her face and what she looks like and still haven't put it together that Matron is Adia.
I see a resemblance. Matron, they look alike.
Wait, I just pictured her face and look alike. No, that's not it. Matron's name is Ida Kramer. He knows and remembers all of this.
Dude.
He hasn't forgotten any of this. He knows her
What is he
name.
made?
When he got cold feet about assassinating the sorceress, he did not say, hey, that's my old mom lady.
I
He
can't- yeah,
said, this moment might change the course of the future, and that's a lot of weight to put on me.
He also says, this happens to me every time.
Fuck him. Fuck him for this.
Matron
Okay.
is Sorceress Adia.
Right,
He
yeah.
knew all this. Is he fucking stupid?
There had to be a period when he first met us and we didn't seem to recognize him and he was like, this was weird.
Yeah.
All of the kids from the orphanage are here to kill our old mom lady. And then it got to a point where it'd been a couple weeks and he'd be like, I can't bring it up now. And then months later, he's like, I gotta say something.
I'm imagining when we were all in the prison
happened?
and he went out with like Renoa, were they like standing outside the prison and he was like, funny story, Renoa.
Yeah.
Like, about everybody who's in the prison who we're gonna go
You're
get.
just reminding
Tell you a little fun fact.
You're just reminding me when he got Renoa, she had to fight him to come back for us.
Oh my god.
And he was like, those are my childhood friends back. I'm gonna leave them.
Is he an
Did he
idiot?
just remember it? Or
Is that
did
why he wouldn't shoot her? Is that why he
But
got
if
up
the
there and he
GF
was
is
like...
what's making you forget? This hurts.
Is that why he wouldn't shoot when he was up there? Was he was like, shit, she's my mom. Like my orphanage mom.
Yeah, it's
'Cause-
gotta be right.
But If he had all of the pieces, he knew all of this, he's just now telling us?
This is...
Whatever, go with it.
Oh, here we go.
You're wondering why a matron would take over a country, fire missiles and whatnot?
Look, I'm a guy who knows a little something about that.
At this point, we probably wouldn't comprehend it, even if we talked about it. Sid could tell us.
Like, Sid is gonna marry this woman.
When was the ceremony? The wedding ceremony between Sid and Adia?
Sometime
Before or after this?
Before. Well, it had to be
Does Sid
before
know
this.
So where's Sid? Why isn't he here? He was just he never visited. How did they even meet? How did he meet Cute the matron?
You know I don't have the answers.
I know you don't have any of these answers.
What? Yeah, what? I hadn't even considered where Sid is supposed to be during this.
Hear me out. Seed and garden were all matron's idea, right?
Yeah.
I'm not a seed, but I share the same feeling with all
You're
of you.
not? You're not?
He says he's not.
As he does that squall, like, face palms, he's like, oh, God.
Seeds are supposed to fight the sorceress, right?
You know, playing through, I really disliked Squall, but, like, going through it again, I sympathize with his attitude of constantly being like, why? Why
is
not?
this-
What is happening?
What is
Oh my
going
God.
on?
Like,
Yeah,
oh, God.
Squall is like, what the fuck?
This is strange.
This is strange. That's right. It was when I was being tortured by Cypher, he wanted to know what seed was. But Matron should know. But Matron is Sorceress Adia, there's no denying that.
God, this is so hard.
What does this all... Maybe she forgot all of this because she used too much GF.
And then she
And went
became,
crazy.
Evil sorceress, and she's gonna have to remember that she's actually a good person.
Squall, are you listening? So, like, this is what I wanted to say. I understand what Renault was saying. I understand, but I'm still gonna fight. I wanted to stay true to everything I've stood for. I'm sure it's the same for everyone.
George Bush with a fucking Rick burp.
That's why I thought it'd be best if everyone knew we have to face Matron.
You've all heard this before. I went for this infinite possibility.
While you're burping, Irvine is like going like, you know, some people believe in the multi-parallel universe theory, and that's out there, but like, that's not really what I subscribe to. I'm more like single destiny guy.
We all gotta find what we believe in. What works for us.
I don't believe that one bit. There weren't many paths for me to choose. Sometimes there would be only one. From the limited possibilities I faced, the choices I made have brought me this far. History will judge me. That's why I value the path I chose. I wanted to hold true to the path that had to be taken. I know our opponent is Matron, whom we all love very much. We might lose something very important on account of the GF, but I don't mind. It's not like I drifted here on the tides of fate.
You did. That's what you just said. You said there was only one path you could go on, and it was your fate to come here.
I'm here because I chose to be here.
No, you didn't. You said you had no choices.
And more importantly, we all grew up together.
Oh my God.
But due to various circumstances, we were all separated. As a kid, you couldn't really go out on your own. There were no other paths to take. All I did was just cry.
I feel like this is Billy Madison's speech at the end that then concludes and the guy goes like, at no point in your incoherent rambling.
We were all made dumber.
Yeah, we were all made dumber by having heard it.
But somehow we're all together again. Just like old times, though a lot's changed. We're finally out of the memory castle.
Yeah, we cut back to the craggy basketball court that this is all going on.
We're not kids anymore. We're strong enough to take care of ourselves.
Not
Make our
old
own
enough to get rid of that
decisions.
stupid necklace, though.
We're confronting a big one right now. Do we fight Matron or not? I say we fight. Shoot for a common goal. Hey, at least it'll keep us together a little longer.
Yeah, let's do it. We can't run from her the rest of our lives.
This scene is like suddenly flipped to being about, so are we gonna fight the sorceress? Like, of course we are. We never entertained not doing it.
It's just such a bummer. I can't believe we have to fight Matron. I know, but Zale's right. We can't run from her forever. And now, it's up to you.
Why is it?
Why?
Her? Like, who is she even to this
Is
whole
she
thing
our?
now?
Are we her clients? Is she our client still? We're gonna fight. I think it's the only way we can move on with our lives.
If she had just overheard this and watched this go down, she would be like,
Wow. What is wrong with these people?
You're like, are you fucking with me? Did you all talk about this on the ship?
If that makes any sense at all, come with us. I'm sure that's what everybody wants. You coming with us, Renoa?
You're somehow related to Laguna, too, in a way, because your mom was in love with him or something.
Look, a gift from the fairies.
It's just snow, you dumb idiot.
Yeah, it starts snowing over the basketball court, and Selphie's like, a gift from the fairies.
Which, like, Laguna has talked about the fairies before.
They're like, I think the fairies are
and
here.
I think that was in reference to us, like, observing them. But now when she says this, it makes me think, like, is fairies just, like, angels in this world? Like, what are they talking about?
Guardian angels of some kind.
Yo, you want to go check out Idia's orphanage?
And then Zell makes this suggestion as though he knows where it is. Like,
no one knows where it is, unfortunately.
I wonder what it's like now. We might find a clue.
A clue? You mean as to why the matron turned out like this?
God.
How is no one like, let's go talk to Sid? Like, we need answers. They're like, let's go look for clues at the orphanage. Fuck.
It probably has something to do with something that happened in the past. But the past is the past. It's over, done with.
Oh my God.
And we're all trying to forget it by putting GFs into our brains.
Oh my God.
Despite what the truth we find. And it's not going to change the present. But I want to see too. I don't know what we'll find, but let's head for Adia's house. Woof, woof, woof.
Hey, shush.
Woof, 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 woof. Woof, 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 woof. Woof, 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 woof.
Stop it.
There's a shirtless person outside my window looking for lemons.
Don't cry, Haley.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they walked away.
So everybody walks away, leaving Squall and Renoa on the basketball court to have a little talk.
I guess that's it. We're fighting.
You guys are fearless.
Fearless. I don't think that's quite right. If you think too hard, you become lost. I think that's what everyone's afraid of. I wish we didn't have to fight either.
We just found some information that would mean maybe we don't.
Make a party of 3.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said it all incredulous like that. It's always a party of 3.
Yeah, you're like, pick up. Yeah, the game has thrown so much shit at you that you're like, you expect me to move on after this?
Yeah.
Like nothing happened?
Wait, is this disc 3 now?
Wait,
Get out and save.
I feel like we should have seen a big cutscene, don't you think? I mean, like...
that was long as fuck.
That was long as fuck. But, like, there was no, like, CG.
No, we're still on disc 2. Go play cards with that girl.
So yeah, as we are wont to do after our minds are melted out of our ears, we go spend a little time playing cards.
Well, I remember there was that injured girl mumbling about the Tonberry King, and I was like, I bet the Tonberry King is a card, and I bet she has it. Get in there, get that card.
Time to decompress with some cards.
Now that we can save.
Whoa.
Whoa, dude,
That was insane.
Can we get rid of our bad cards now that we live in a world of random?
Oh, shit. Dude.
Can we throw away cards from our deck?
This is hardcore.
Out of the fucking frying pan and directly into the fire, we have our first experience with random.
Yeah, which means that it's like a real card game now. You just draw random cards.
You can't pick your best cards to play as the hand that you're dealt
and
in every game.
And you know what? In a game where there's not drawing more cards every round, it's not very fun.
Whoa!
Like, oh my god.
Whoa!
This person has Selphie.
Whoa!
The card the person just played is the Selphie card.
Mm-hmm. And we're like, we must have it.
How am I supposed to beat that?
Play defensively. Oh shit.
Oh, fuck.
Oh man.
Oh. Ooh. I mean, I might as well reset now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So because of random, I get my ass kicked.
Mm-hmm. Random be damned. We're gonna try again.
Ooh, that Selphie card.
Exit. The thing is, with the cards, like, we have, like, multiple red bats. Like, can I...
Okay, yeah, I wonder if we can...
Yeah, I'm like, if we have duplicates of shitty cards, then random is gonna draw from a larger pool of shitty cards.
Well, random is a shitty rule.
Random sucks.
Especially because it's not like we've been building a deck, you know? Like, we just have a billion cards.
Exactly.
So she's always gonna have Selphie. This is just we're just gonna have to get lucky to win this. Yeah, we're boned again.
Fucking fuck it. Like, whatever. Who cares, man?
How do we deal with this?
Get lucky?
I guess.
So I reset and try again.
With the random draw? Like, that's dumb.
But it seems like they don't have to get lucky. They have badass cards and they're the same they have Selphie each time.
I'm pretty sure you start looking up soon how to get rid of the random rule.
Yeah, the way to deal with it is to try to get rid of it, which is its own
That's
mess.
gonna be a nightmare.
That's gotta be a unique card. There's no way there's more than one Selphie
Fucking
card.
Selphie!
What else doesn't she remember? She opens up a fucking booster pack and she's on a card? Like, what the fuck? Like...
If I opened up a deck of cards and I was in it, I would be like, what?
Like you're
the
looking through
fuck is
Magic the
going on?
Gathering and it's like
Yeah.
Jeff Ekman, like 5/5 creature. Like, what?
What? Who?
This is better.
I got a
This is
better draw. Okay.
Yeah, but careful of those elemental spots.
We lose again.
We keep losing because of random...
And then I just have to hope that the random draw gives me good cards.
Just accept that. There's nothing we can do about it.
This part of the game is about acceptance.
Isn't it all?
Let me see if there's any strategy for this.
How do I get rid of my shitty cards?
Oh, wait.
What?
I think we can... Remember that woman who was like, I'm the queen of cards, I can change the rules in a region?
Oh, yeah.
We might be able to get rid of random.
Well, that would be wonderful. Random fucking sucks, dude. It doesn't seem random for
One
me.
of the most frustrating rules to deal with while playing Triple Triad throughout your travels is the random rule. This tips and tricks section is specifically a guide for removing the random rule in Dalit. I don't think we're in Dalit.
So this time I beat the person, but they didn't play the Selphie card, which is fucking bullshit.
You know, like each region has different rules. Like, I don't
Right.
think it would banish it here.
Right. Oh, I
Well,
got some good cards here.
okay. Well, we draw.
So as Jeff plays, I've given up on reading message boards about how to get rid of random, because it's all very, like, incomplete information. I'm doing what I fucking hate, which is having to watch, like, a 20-minute YouTube video.
Of a guy being like, welcome to the channel.
Yeah, and this guy's gonna try to explain it.
Triple Triad is arguably one of the best mini games in any
The Beast mini games.
Look at this guy.
big. It's the random rule. Challenge the woman in green, but refuse 2 times in a row.
Oh my god. Oh no.
I feel like we're listening to a meditation tape, but it's stressing me out, because he's saying things I don't understand.
Card screen.
But refuse 2 times.
What kind of hell are we in
What?
for?
What did I just hear?
Again, and this time say yes. Now we're in the card screen, but now play the game. Instead, quit. Step 6, be amazed.
You won!
Fuck yeah, I won. Fuck yeah, I won. Dude, I got Selphie, baby.
got the Selphie
I got
card.
the Selphie card.
Oh man.
Or should I take the...
Dude, don't even play with that. Don't even play with that.
Thank you. Selphie card
Oh, man.
acquired.
Go
Oh.
save.
Oh, and Selphie watched me do it over my shoulder.
I'm all excited, but what I don't know is that card came with a little STD called random.
How many attempts was that?
Like 6 or 7. All in all, not bad, not terrible. You got it. It could have been way worse. But yeah, you just had to get lucky and have a good enough hand.
Man.
Jesus, what a shitty rule.
Now what?
There was that girl talking about the Tonberry King and mumbling incoherently. I think we should try to play her in cards.
Okay, also here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I feel like there's more of this place we haven't walked around, too.
Yeah, you're right, I think.
So we continue exploring Trabia.
And I keep trying to look up more guides that maybe will enlighten me to how this rule mechanic
Sometimes
functions.
when you look stuff up, the first one you find is like, this guy's talking to an FF expert and I need somebody to talk to me like I'm an idiot. And then you can find that, But in this case...
For this case, I can't find anything simpler or more explanatory. There's a whole lot of explanations of people who clearly know a process that works, but not why it works or how it works, and it only works in these conditions, but not, it's awful.
How do I abolish random from Trabia? So there is a way to abolish random, to abolish rules and regions. I'm trying to wrap my head around what they're talking about.
The instructions are for some kind of RNG manipulation.
Which I hate that kind of shit.
I can't, like, really understand it.
You need to be carrying a rule Trabia doesn't have. Agree to mix with someone in Trabia. Cancel out of the rule screen.
What?
Hope the right rule gets abolished. Reload to try again. Is there no other place to walk over here? Okay, here we go. Oh, whoa. Holy shit. You were wondering where all the dead bodies were.
And then we wander onto a screen that is just a massive grave in what looks like a battlefield, like a bombed out,
There's tombstones everywhere.
Yeah.
And there's somebody standing in front of it.
My girlfriend and I used to meet here all the time.
Is that an AR-15 on the fucking...
Yeah, there's some kind of rifle on that gravestone. Days like this when it's real cold out, I used to give her my jacket to wear.
You play cards?
That's all in the past now, there's nothing I can do.
He doesn't play cards.
She's no longer, I have to carry on. The theme is love.
Theme of love.
And all being childhood orphans together but forgetting.
I found an old issue of Timber Maniacs in the graveyard.
And you finished reading it.
By walking over here.
Whoa.
It wasn't like on the ground, it was by walking over here. Where's your town save spot, you fucks?
I don't have one. There is some complicated mechanic that I'm gonna try to understand that is, when you take a rule from one place to another, you like have a chance to change the rules of the other place? And so there's some technique of challenging someone and then when you get to the rule screen, backing out and then hard resetting the game.
Oh, God, some
and the
kind of
rules
weird...
will change and you just
God.
hope that random is the one that goes.
Oh, God.
Or something like that. I
That
can't
sounds really complicated.
quite understand it. Bing, 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 ding, giddy boop.
The person with the Tonberry,
Yeah, what
I
is
just
she?
beat them. Nothing special.
Okay, so let's talk to her again. I just want to hear what she says. I feel like it's a clue.
Tonberry King, take this GF summoning, blah.
Okay, well, whatever. Alright, well, we got the selfie card. I feel like that's the important thing.
Wait, these guys play cards.
So, as we're playing cards and our brains are oozing out of our ears, it's getting late.
It's 10:12.
Right now at night?
Yeah.
Okay. You're saying you want to end soon?
We should probably end when you're done playing cards. I don't think we should go to the
Yeah, okay.
next
Should we
place.
drive to it so we know where it is and then end?
I mean, we don't know where it is already, so I
Alright,
think
yeah,
we should just end
should
here.
just end, you're right. Oh, there's their save point.
God damn it.
I had a feeling there was some screen we hadn't seen.
So as we're carding around, I find an NPC who tells me that Selphie has a special ability.
Selphie's the queen of finding secret passages. They always lead somewhere amazing. We're always surprised by them.
Where is the secret passage?
Selphie, tell us about them. Look, I found an old book underneath the rubble. Maybe there's some writing, tells of secret treasure, like how many steps from Trabia's garden gargoyle statue, that kind of stuff.
Don't you say that kind of shit to me.
Seriously, fucking don't. Wait, go south 5 steps from Trabia Garden's gargoyle statue? No way, are you serious?
You'd better be serious.
Where is the gargoyle statue?
I don't know. I bet it's in the front, right? Like maybe by the fountain? Maybe it's in the fountain? I wasn't looking.
It said that we read that in someone's diary, and Selphie is a diary keeper. So maybe this is an old diary of hers that has a secret
could
in
be
it?
because the kid in the corner was like, Selphie's super good at finding secrets.
Right, and then in a diary we read a secret.
I guess I'll just headcanon that it's Selphie's diary, and this was her room, I guess.
Okay, so 5 steps south from... Alright, here's the gargoyle statue, right?
Yeah.
So we head out to the fountain where there is indeed a gargoyle statue, and walk 5 steps.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh!
Wait. Oh shit.
The Weapons Monthly
Yes.
August issue! Holy shit!
Secrets out the ass in this game.
I love that there's a magazine on the floor, like that is a permanent space that it would stay.
It's also weird that I'm excited for a weapons monthly when we can never fucking upgrade our weapons.
Wow, look at that.
So we start reading about the crazy swords and gloves that we can make now.
We're gonna need a chef's knife. Some adamantine, huh? Cockatrice pinions. And some sharp spikes. And the mesmerize blade.
Finally, an upgrade for Quistis.
Alright, that's something. Well, that's awesome.
Badass.
That was a great little secret, too, that we talked to somebody, we learned a thing, we went, we got it. It was clear what was going on and why we were doing it. We're done with Trabia.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that selfie card. I think we must have gotten everything. We got the weapons monthly. We got the selfie card.
Yeah,
Like,
I feel pretty good about it.
yeah.
So we start ending for the night.
Bam.
Another day!
Kablamo.
Wow, this game is nuts.
And that's episode 20.
They really just blew it all up right there. Like, the implications of that are so many, it just doesn't work. It doesn't work at all.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't make any sense. It makes everything that came before it worse than it was.
It does, and it really does not reward you on a second viewing after learning this revelation, which is one of the best things about a crazy twist and a crazy twist middle.
Well, and also, I mean, once again, a big crazy twist happens. This should be an emotionally heavy segment.
Right.
Nobody acts like it. Selphie is where she grew up, and a lot of people she knows are dead, and like they don't even get into it.
No,
Like,
she's just like...
she's like catching up with friends. Like, none of this seems to have impacted her, and then we cut to Irvine being like, well, I've got some crazy shit to drop on you all right now for some reason.
And she's like, I had a great childhood at Trabia after I was adopted from the orphanage and then sent back to a garden after I was adopted for a little bit, and that's why I don't remember any of my childhood, because my teen years were pretty good.
But then she was like, oh yeah, but then when I was 12, I did use a GF. Quista's had a bad foster home experience. Look, man, I mean, we could talk forever and never stop and say the same things over and over again.
Because at the end of the day, it does not
doesn't
track.
make any sense.
It doesn't
man.
make sense.
And I think the worst thing about it, it's not like we're the first ones discovering this information or anything,
Right.
and that's the
No.
revelation. Like, people we've talked to and are on our side know all of this and more.
Well, it's just cheap, is what it is.
It's cheap.
Like, it's really cheap writing. To do a twist that isn't like, we've been laying the groundwork and it's a shift in perspective. It's just like, oh, you know what I just remembered? That Bruce Willis is a ghost.
Yeah,
like, what?
yeah.
Who cares? Like, why would you tell me that like that?
I mean, the fact is, like, after this was done and the explanation happened, I keep going back to, like, I can't believe they didn't just, like, I don't know, hand wave and be like, the sorceress fucked with our memories. We have to touch the magic crystal to remember. Like, that would have
Right.
been better writing than this.
You know what's better writing than this is the horrible twist
Like, an
ending.
Irvine could have been like, I guess my cowboy hat blocked her magic. And I would have been like, fine.
I would have been fine
sure,
with
yeah.
that, because it's like, it's worse than the dumbest twist ending that M. Night Shyamalan ever came up with, which is in The Village, where they're like a pilgrim land, and then at the end of the movie, someone runs out of the woods, and they see like a highway, and they're actually in 2003 or whatever, and it's like, okay, why do I care?
Well, that twist makes sense, though.
That's the thing. He had actually like set it up in the dumbest ways by like, oh, well, technically this could have been true the whole time.
What about The Happening, where the plants are just mad?
Well, that isn't even a twist.
That's not a
That's
twist.
just the
Yeah, that's
plants
just how it
get
is.
mad. That movie's so funny. That movie opens on Mark Wahlberg saying to a bunch of middle schoolers, "Did you guys read this article in the New York Times about bees?"
Yeah.
It's so funny.
But anyway, I mean, we haven't even gotten into, like, and all of this
The
is like,
alone
what does
stuff?
alone
Yeah.
matter to? It's just like, oh my god,
And
there's still that
Laguna
to deal with. Alone
and-
in Laguna and all that fucking mess.
I don't know that it gets crazier from here, but it does get more other crazy.
Yeah, it stays at this level of nothing's ever gonna make sense, and then goes off into La La Land and
Yeah.
just kind of lives there.
There's
until it
more
ends.
other shit
Like,
that's gonna
but none of
happen
it-
that's nuts.
None of it is like shocking like this. After this happens, you go like, oh, I see. sanity has left the building.
Yeah,
like,
well,
whatever, let's
Back
go.
in the Norg episode, it flipped a breaker in your mind that caused you to realize, like, what the hell? And now this is like, it explodes that breaker system. It, like, overloads the entire power grid.
Yeah, and I guess there's not really any... There's a couple more revelations about the past, but not like this. It's all stuff that happens that's insane, that's happening now, today.
Yeah. So look forward to that. But yeah, I mean, this is really the big one that we've been trying to get to all
The game gets
season.
so much better after this, too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's some amazing sequences to come.
I mean, the story never gets better, but, like, it's just now that you sort of, all the cards are on the table and you're going, this sucks, it's just better.
Yeah, all the cards are on the table, and the card rule is random.
Yeah, exactly.
Which, God, yeah, now we're gonna go on a run of episodes where we're exploring the world, trying to get rid of random, and, like,
And we're gonna
doing
start
random
encountering
shit,
all the
stumbling upon
extra optional stuff.
and
Like,
yeah.
because they didn't finish the game, the whole world is populated with locations that there's no reason to go to except they have, like, mystifying extra things
They
in them.
must have built some of these towns and gone, the scenario writers will figure it out.
There was
and
clearly
then
at
never
one
did.
point a plan that was much larger in scope than
Yes.
what we got here,
Yes.
and, like, there's remnants of it. And, like, archaeologists, we're gonna be going around, dusting it off, going, like, what do you think that the people who lived here used this cup for? Like,
Yeah,
what was the idea behind this town?
I think it was an opening of an episode of Sliders, but there was like a version of the world where there was an archaeologist and he picks up like an obvious like glass from a bar, like that was just a beer mug, and he's like, it must be some kind of ceremonial goblet.
And that's what we're doing. We're gonna go to places and be like, I bet this place was the linchpin of the story at one point, you know?
Exactly.
There's like a whole obvious like ancienter history of the
Yes.
world before the
They
Sorcerer
don't ever
War
talk
that
about it in
seems
the
like
real
it
story.
mattered at one point, but it just got cut entirely.
Yeah.
Like there is stuff coming that's like, oh man, if you haven't played it or haven't played it since you were a kid, just buckle up because we're finally going globetrotting and none of it makes sense.
So yeah, maybe we'll even find a chocobo forest next week.
Yeah, I mean, how would we know though? Maybe we will. But
Maybe.
we don't have
It's
any
possible if we're
way
lucky.
of seeing the future.
Oh, but before we go, do you want to 1995's hackers our way into the computer net?
Scan my retinas and test my blood, Jeff.
Let's do it. And we're in. There's a message. Oh, this message is from Troy from the Troidal Power Plays podcast, who is a good friend of the show. Troidal. He helped us put together the This Is a Mistake design and is responsible for that. And that's a great design, and we thank him for his help with it. The message says, hey, look, it's another audio-only Let's Play podcast. Troidal Power presents the Power Playthroughs podcast with Troidal Power is kind of like No Cat, except without all of the editing and ongoing narratives and hot dogs. Instead, it's a show hosted by a tired dad who has several ongoing games, including Golden Sun and a Pokemon Nuzlocke run, but just as frequently posts one-off episodes where he tries out random games from the Switch eShop or Game Pass. Tune in to Troidal Power Presents the Power Playthroughs podcast with Troidal Power. God, I love that title. To hear silly voices, dumb jokes, and the creeping dread of existential panic as a grown-ass adult acknowledges that the Animorphs Game Boy Color game is nearly unplayable while refusing to give up on playing it.
Oh man, that sounds amazing.
If you join the Patreon for Troidal Power Presents the Power Playthroughs podcast with Troidal Power, you can even sponsor an episode to pick a game for Troidal Power to play, like the time Bill made him play a mega horny anime game. You... Fucking Bill. You can find Troidal Power Presents the Power Playthroughs podcast with Troidal Power by searching Troidal Power Presents the Power Playthroughs podcast with Troidal Power in your podcast provider of choice, or by visiting probablywork.com, or by checking out at TPPTPPTPWTP on Twitter.
Do that. I definitely will be checking out that podcast.
He's a lovely person.
Yeah.
Tired dad playing more games. We need more audio-only Let's Plays.
We do.
He was
more
early
boots on the ground.
Yeah, and we thank him again for making our wonderful t-shirt and mug design.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Troy.
Thank you.
Go listen to his show.
Do it, please.
Let's get out of here.
That's why he got this message.
If you're interested in a message, they're just $25 a piece. Just email nocatpodcast@gmail.com with the subject line, whatever you want it to be. We do payments through PayPal. NOCKAT podcast@gmail.com, and we will read what you want us to say.
PODCAST.
Thank you so much to our Patreon subscribers.
Yes, thank you as always. Subsporters. Yeah, okay, there we go. I can do some sporters.
Right? We appreciate
Hey, sports.
you subsporting us at patreon.com/nocat.
It subports
The ongoing production of this.
It supports our Final Fantasy habit and our maniacal dedication to poring over hours and hours and hours of video of us playing Final Fantasy.
Yeah, if you want this to continue, go to that place.
That place is patreon.com/nocat. That's NOCKAT.
Tell a friend, rate and review us. Find us on Twitter and Facebook at NoCat Podcast. The Twitch thing too. I'm trying to do it fast.
Mm-hmm.
And Etsy.
Those are those are all there. Do you think we take too long? Do you want to do it faster?
No, I just this time was let me just fucking get it done.
I got it.
You know?
I'm just saying, you can always bring it up if you feel like we should do it differently.
No, I don't.
You know,
I
don't want like resentments.
Oh, I would never let you
about the ending being too long and the editing. Anyway,
as we do it more. You got anything else to say?
I bought a Jonah Hill Piachet. God damn it. No, I don't have anything else to say.
You did, though. You bought a Piachet.
I bought a Chia Pet, and I couldn't get the seeds to stick to Jonah Hill from Superbad's hair.
Yeah, it was Jonah Hill as a Superbad Jonah Hill. Just imagine...
Not Moneyball Jonah Hill.
I know what you were looking for.
That's what I want.
You want a full run of the career. You want his skinny era Chia Pet. You know?
Well, once we make millions off of the podcast, I'm gonna commission someone to make a Chia Pet of Jonah Hill from every movie of his career.
I think it's a great idea.
Anyway, you want dessert?
Yes,
well,
please.
Too bad.
Oh no! An empty plate.
Because this week we're having rocks.
Enjoy.
I'm a member of the Choco Kids. You have to get an official approval to become a Choco Kid. Sometimes scouts from Big Brother team come and watch us practice. Play cartoons. They'll show me what the Trabians are made of.